Q sell. Stops and Q sell. Absorption sellers and Q. Stops and Q sell. Absorption sellers ES. Sweep ES. Sweep and Q. Sweep and Q. Stops and Q sell. Absorption sellers and Q. Stops and Q sell. Stops and Q sell. Absorption RTY. Stops ES sell. Stops and Q buy. Stops and Q sell.
Alright, greetings in the name of Yahuwah and His Son Yahushua Mashiach. My name is Malak Shalomo. Today is the 16th of January 2024. It's 1:54 p.m. Eastern Time. And I know the background noise, that's from Bookmap Market Pulse and some
absorption sellers ES.
Yeah, the background noise is from Market Pulse and some trade alerts I have on Bookmap. So right now I'm in a live trade from, let's see, it's a short from 47.94.75, and I'm targeting floor pivot S1. Right, so just above it at 47.81. That's my target right there. And this is basically like it's a VWAP rejection trade. So let me just switch over to trade and view. This is the 1 minute chart.
Stops and Q buy.
Right, so you see we have a double top right there at VWAP. Let me just open the Epic Pen.
Iceberg RTY sell Thunder Flurry.
Right, so that's a double top right there at VWAP. VWAP is the white line. The yellow line is the mid at 47.99.75. So had some entries here, took another add to the position at 47.91. That's the breakdown of yesterday's low and lower deviation. The VWAP lower deviation, the first lower deviation.
Stops and Q buy.
And this is also Camarilla S4.
Stops and Q buy.
Right, that green line right there. This is the VWAP lower deviation, and that's yesterday's low at 47.91.50. So added to the position there at 47.91. And the target just above floor pivot S1. Right there at 47.81. Floor pivot S1 is at 47.80.25. Right, so on Bookmap, the stop is trailing down a little bit, so I gotta move that stop back up to 47.96.25.
Absorption buyers and Q.
Actually, we'll move the stop to 47.92.75. Right, so looking at trade and view, that's just above the lower deviation band right there. Right, so just above the lower deviation band and
Sweep
Camarilla
and Q.
S4 and
Stops and
yesterday's
Q
low.
sell. Stops and Q sell.
So we have more sellers coming in. The seller looked a little better on the candle on trade and view, but there wasn't much sellers right here. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this right now. Probably thinking about trailing my stop to above 47.90.50. Maybe 47.91. So if we do get this pullback here, probably stop out at this entry at 47.91.
Stops NQ buy.
I see right here we have selling exhaustion right here. And then we have a little bit of buying coming in. The buying is taking the price upwards, but let's see if we get some sellers to come back in and bring this price back down. We had some nice buying coming in here. Let's see if we had some selling exhaustion. We had good selling into this level here at 47.86.75. We started to get support there. I guess that's some exhaustion going on there. Then we came back down here. Exhaustion is even more, so gotta watch out for this reversal here at 47.87.
Sweep ES. Stops NQ buy.
Right, so I think my stop is in the right place, just above camera S4 and lower deviation band. So let's see if the selling has exhausted and it's probably gonna stop me out, or if we'll get like a rejection right there. Reinforce some selling right here at 47.91.50.
Sweep NQ.
Alright, so sellers coming back in here a little bit. Let's see if they can take back control. And it's
Stops
looking like they
NQ buy.
can't. Alright, so coming back up to test Camarilla S4. Yesterday's low. This is the weekly lower puck. And let's see if I get stopped out here. Sellers trying to defend there a little bit, but they don't have enough selling power right now. Let's see if they come in a little heavier at Camarilla S4 if we move up a little bit to 47.91.75.
Stops NQ sell. Stops NQ sell.
Alright, so we had sellers coming in here to defend this 47.91.50, 91.75 level. I guess they're trying to reinforce their dominance right here. We gotta break these lows, come back and test 47.87.50 and see what's going on here. Let's see, buyers trying to take back the reins right now at around 47.88.
Stops NQ sell.
Alright, buyers,
Sweep NQ.
sellers stepping on the gas again.
Stops and Q sell. Stops and Q sell. Stops and Q sell.
Alright, so I was just pointing out that we have more sellers here at 47.87, 87.50.
Sweep ES. Absorption sellers ES. Stops ES sell. Stops NQ sell. Absorption RTY. Stops NQ sell. Stops NQ sell. Stops ES sell. Stops NQ sell. Stops NQ sell. Iceberg RTY sell Thunder Flurry.
Alright, so trailed my stop down to 47.90.50. Right, so we got to
Sweep
find
NQ.
sellers right here.
Stops NQ sell. Absorption sellers NQ. Sweep ES. Absorption buyers ES. Stops NQ buy.
Right, so we have a pivot forming right here. We had a stop run coming out here as we pulled back, so some shorts came out right here. So let's see if they're gonna squeeze back above this level here at 47.86. So some shorts just got
Stops
squeezed
NQ
there,
buy.
135. Now we have 6 of them getting
Absorption
stopped out
buyers
there. Let's see.
NQ. Stops NQ buy. Sweep NQ.
Now we have 27.
Iceberg ES sell Thunder Flurry.
Alright, we have a selling iceberg. 50 of them just came out right there. So they're selling right now.
Stops NQ buy. Iceberg ES sell Thunder Flurry. Stops NQ sell. Stops NQ sell.
Alright, so the sellers are defending right there at weekly floor pivot 47.90. My stop was 47.90.50, so hopefully they keep defending this level. And that'll keep me in the trade. We're trying to get to 47.81. So about 5 points drop, 5 to 6 points. Let's see, liquidity is moving down. This 232 on the bid just moved down to 47.81.75.
Stops
so
and
they're
Q
clearing the
sell.
way for the drop.
Stops and Q sell.
Right, 47.85. So let's see, this is back at this level right here where we got the reversal. Let's see if we could take control right here. And I'm thinking as soon as we create a pivot right here, I might trail my stop down to like about 47.88. So we just created a buying exhaustion right there. That's a pivot level, 47.87. And I'm going to trail my stop down to 47.88.
Absorption sellers and Q. Sweep and Q. Stops ES sell. Stops and Q sell. Stops and Q sell.
Alright, we're now at this lower deviation band, second lower deviation band on the VWAP bands. So this is another support
Sweep
level here at
RTY.
47.85.
Absorption RTY.
So let's see if we can
Iceberg
break down that
RTY
level.
sell Thunder Flurry. Sweep RTY. Sweep RTY. Absorption RTY.
So we're seeing a little exhaustion here from the sellers. Let's see if they could jump back in the game and break down 47.85, which is the second lower deviation band on the VWAP.
Stops and Q sell.
Alright, so we're testing 47.85 right now. We're getting a little exhaustion on
Sweep
the sell
and Q.
side.
Stops
We
and
need
Q
some
sell.
big bubbles right there to break that level. So we could open the way. We have weekly Camarilla S3 at 47.82.75. That's also a support level. So let's see if we could break those levels. This could be a possible target for me.
Absorption RTY. Stops ES sell. Iceberg RTY sell Thunder Flurry.
Alright, so
Sweep
I'm gonna trail my
RTY.
stop here
Stops
to
ES sell.
47.80.
Absorption sellers ES. Sweep ES. Absorption
47.86.
RTY. Stops and Q sell. Absorption sellers and Q. Stops and Q sell. Sweep ES. Sweep and Q. Stops and Q buy. Absorption buyers and Q. Stops and Q sell. Sweep ES. Stops NQ sell. Sweep NQ. Absorption RTY. Stops NQ sell. Stops NQ sell. Absorption sellers ES. Stops ES sell. Sweep ES. Stops ES sell. Absorption sellers NQ. Stops NQ buy. Stops NQ sell. Stops NQ buy. Stops NQ buy.
Stop fill.
Absorption buyers NQ. Sweep NQ.
Alright, so I just stopped out of my trade right there. So we had this reversal right there at weekly cam S3 at 47.8275. So once we broke above that level right there, that's a big support level right there. So it's just above weekly floor pivot S1. So I didn't get my target, stopped out on this reversal right there as we broke back above this level right here, where we had this little consolidation.
Stops NQ sell.
We had some
Stops
not
NQ
strong
buy.
buying, but some good buying coming back in there. So maybe buyers would start executing their orders right here at weekly cam S3, as it might be a good level to enter like a buy. And Camarilla S3 is usually a support level. So that was the trade right there. Let's go over to this.
Sweep NQ. Sweep ES. Absorption sellers ES.
Right, so it's basically a short trade here from 47.9750, added at 47.9525, added again here at 47.9125, and stopped out at 47.8425. Right, so had incurred some losses here before, tried to go short, got
Sweep
squeezed.
ES. Absorption sellers ES. Stops ES sell.
Right, so went short here before, got squeezed.
Stops NQ buy. Stops NQ buy.
Went short here again and got squeezed, had to stop out. So just basically made back a little money right here today. I think I was down like about how much was it? Like I think it was 487 or something like that. So made that back, and then
Absorption sellers NQ. Stops NQ sell.
in profit 217.50. So yeah, that was the trade for today, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the live trading and live breakdown on Bookmap. All right, y'all, trade safe.
Sweep
All right, y'all.
NQ.
Man, I gotta talk in between these alerts. All right, y'all, it's Malak Shalomo. Y'all trade safe and stay blessed. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow.